with 1 foot on the land and 1 foot on the sea. The sea being the Admiralty and Maritime Contracts, the land being the land jurisdiction, with 1 foot in Washington, D.C. and 1 foot in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Benjamin Franklin Postal Court gives me the authorization to control the maritime and Admiralty contracts to put the claim of the life citizens back in service to place them on the land. And this is what gives me authorization to have 1 foot on the land and 1 foot on the sea, because I have Title 42, 1986, knowledge of the law, and I'm stopping and correcting of a wrong. It's pretty humbling, it's pretty exciting, and I did it. Nobody can take that away from me. No matter what they say, they can never take that away from me. So, proud of myself. I did it myself, had no help. And it was all on my sweat of my own back because of the beatdown and the courage that I had to endure in Wisconsin. The getting beat up, getting froze out, getting starved down, gave me the fortitude and the courage to have the mettle from within to take those guys down. And I did it. For the last 22 years, I have been in every location, vessel, where they use and function, the main purpose of that vessel and the corporations within that vessel is to capture and keep the administrative mechanics of planet Earth in check. In each and every one of those vessels, I have disqualified the grammar, the syntax, and the fee for freight for that vessel to exist as a governing factor against mankind. Mr. Trump and the people that are in Washington, D.C. making decisions. During the last holidays, Christmas, and it was a merry-Christmas, I captured 17 million tons of gold on contract that I would like to use to aid the government, the federal postal government, and the citizens of this country. But it's not a one-way ticket here. You have to get a hold of me. You have to reach out with your people to contact me so I can help. You do not, and the citizens of this country, do not have the financial trouble that you think you're in. For I have disqualified all stock markets on planet Earth. I've disqualified all banking clearinghouses on planet Earth. I have been there, I have done that. They know who I am on contract. Get a hold of me so I can show you how to join with my federal serve system so that you can manufacture and give to the people. Give them the happiness and the joy. I am in concurrence with your stopping of terraforming different cultures within our borders. This is a very important thing that you're doing. We cannot allow other concepts to come into this nation, for this nation was foundation is on Christian principles. The terraforming that is happening where they're trying to piggyback freedom of religion, freedom being a pronoun, of being an adverb, making religion a verb, there's no such thing. There's no constitution for them to use for terraforming concepts that cause harm to our citizenry and try to get us to conform to their concepts of their faiths. Please, I have the Constitution with 1 foot in the sea and 1 foot on the land. I can help you perform and convey maritime and admiralty contracts so that the citizens of this country and the federal postal government stay afloat for a long time. And so if you please get a hold of me, I can help you. I have General Mattis, you know who I am. General Dunsford, you know who I am. You know my banking system's true, correct, and complete, and in position. So you need to do the correct thing here for the citizens and the soldiers under your command. For they're going to watch this and they're going to question the authenticity of your authorizations. And so they should. Why? Because they all went in and registered with the post office first. The post office lacks a flag. It lacks a president. It lacks a constitution. It's nothing. They're only under an assumption, presumption, and an opinion. They're not there with any facts. Thus, the soldiers should be trying to get a hold of me. They should be beating down my doors. They do want correctness. Why? Because they're out there terraforming everywhere else. And that needs to stop. That needs to stop. We need to take care of our land. Bring our troops home. This is what needs to happen. We don't need to be out in anybody else's. We need to make a playground here. Let everybody else make playgrounds there. Not our job. I would like to thank the citizens that are legally in this country and in our homeland that have taken the time out of their busy schedules to watch this documentary. I'd like to thank you for your concerns of the matters of the federal postal system. And I'd also like to tell you I'm sorry that you were screwed over by the banks and the fraudulent judicial system who have stolen your homes and have forced you into a life of poverty. This does not have to be. You have closure on the facts. This documentary was given so that the citizens of this country and the government and the people that are in position to make changes can find out true and correct facts on the completion of the fixing of the system, which I have mirrored from both the land and the sea. At this time, I would like to thank each and every one of you and tell you, do not leave your homes. The banks were paid. They fractionalized the notes and then kicked you out of your homes. This is fraud. 100% fiction. Each and every one of you, there is a tremendous amount of wealth and value coming your way as the federal government gets a hold of me and I get into my position to delegate wealth and riches and value down to the legal citizens of this country. You will have your homes. You do not have to fear the government, nor the police, the public safety officers, nor get involved in any race war, because grammar doesn't identify race. It gives you full closure so you can have peace and harmony amongst each other. But those of you who are fraudulently in our country with expired visas and passports and have walked into our country through false and misleading ways, you need to leave now. And that's a command.